Hello, hello. All right, so welcome back, Aquarians. Aquarius, I am doing a pre-shuffle for each zodiac out of the Dark and Dangerous Oracle. I'll tag the product for you also, but it's kind of a cool deck. But what we got was the Valkyrie. It's a card of choice. Now, in Norse mythology, the Valkyrie were, depending on which point in history you read about them, they were sometimes described as like Odin's ravens, and they were these dark winged creatures that were very ferocious. In later times, they were considered to be these beautiful, shimmering, ethereal, like maidens. But the Valkyrie were these entities, usually female, sometimes winged or riding a great horse, that would fly over the battlefields, well, particularly at the end of battle where the Norse warriors had fought. And those that fought most bravely, the Valkyrie would collect their spirits and bring them either into Odin's keeping or into the halls of Freya, where they would be served mead until the time of Ragnarok, where they would then fight the final battle alongside the gods. So the Valkyrie have always been like considered to be the ultimate like reward for bravery and courage on the battlefield for these warriors. So when we come to the card of choice and it's associated with the Valkyrie, to me it says that we have somebody who knows that they have to make a choice, they have to make a decision, and it's going to require bravery. Probably nothing that's battlefield related, but rather this could be about, a choice between like, do I leave the comfort of, this situation and go into the great unknown? Do I do the thing that would be brave but scary? We just got the Four of Cups and we got the High Priestess. I was worried that in the Capricorn story, I might have accidentally said Aquarius. And it's weird because these two cards came out for Capricorn. So Aquarius, I don't know if you're going to want to watch a Capricorn storyline as well, if these two are at all interwoven. But, I wanted to go with this particular Oracle deck simply because the backdrop is, kind of a sailing ship, and it shows lots of action and motion and, kind of exciting energy. And I thought it would be nice to look at, cards that are kind of like watching our character or describing a character on their kind of adventure. This is not like a calm and placid energy right now. And so that's kind of what we're looking at in this storytelling. The fact that we may have somebody who's got to make a choice, it says like a high priestess already knows this. Now, I don't know who Aquarius is in this. They could represent the high priestess who's like, I know that somebody I care about has to make a decision. I know maybe they already regret that they didn't make the decision. And I know that also. This could be that someone didn't choose bravely. It could be that Aquarius is perhaps aware that someone didn't do what they should have. We have a Queen of Pentacles upright. The thing is, either this can still be chosen, but it's like if they choose wisely, there's all of this abundance. But if somebody chooses unwisely, okay, maybe this is going to be something that turns us more to the High Priestess is our prime energy here because it's our major arcana, but this is a court card. It could be that somebody has to choose between maybe being greedy or being giving. And it could be that someone's like, I know I've got to choose to like give something up. Being generous is a better idea than being greedy. But see, a Queen of Pentacles isn't usually greedy. They wouldn't normally have any, inhibition about sharing or giving because it's kind of what they do, right? Ten of Wands and Death card. No, this is about making a change. This is about laying down some burden. This is about accepting an offer. Okay, so did Aquarius give possibly a Scorpio or a Virgo, Capricorn, Taurus, or Cancerian or Scorpio an offer? And this person doesn't know if they can say yes. They have to make the decision. Is that it? That's what this is starting to look like. Capricorn gave this person an offer and they have to say yes to it. They have to do the brave thing. But to do the brave thing, they would have to first put an end to something else, which actually the thing that they need to put an end to has been such a burden. Like, who wants to carry a big, huge, burlap sack of heavy sticks that are bending your back as you're walking on the sand of the Sahara? Nothing about this looks nice. So why not lay down that burden and instead choose this amazing offer? If this is what Aquarius has been saying, like, I know intuitively that this is a big deal for this person, and I'm actually pretty much braced for the fact that they're probably not going to choose to accept my offer. Wish they would. I'm offering them something great, but they'd have to put an end. If they're going to pick me, they got to put an end to whatever this traipsing across the Sahara Desert is. I mean, this could be somebody who's in a relationship right now, and that relationship is as dry as the desert sands and it's miserable, but do they have the courage to end it? Do they have the courage to say, okay, I'm going to go ahead and get the divorce. I'm going to go ahead and move out, or I'm going to go ahead and get the separation, or I'm going to make the change. Now, this could be that Aquarius has offered somebody a job or something. And it's like, in order to work for me, you do have to quit the other job, right? Because I'm trying to hire you for, full time. Where you're at, it seems like you're working a ton of hours. Your situation would be better here, but can they, maybe it's a family business. And they're like, I can't stop working in the family business. There's too much guilt associated. I wish I could come work for you, but I have so much guilt. It kind of feels like, I don't think this is Aquarius. I think this is Aquarius who's offered somebody something and they just know this person is so torn. Justice is sideways. On one hand, it kind of looks like, I think Aquarius is saying, I understand if they're going to continue to stay where they're at and not have anything that's fair. They're going to punish themselves. They're going to let themselves be punished. They're going to stay in an unhappy relationship instead of coming with me. Then you know what? Justice will be served because they're going to stay miserable. Even if, they could have it all with me and they're going to do me wrong by rejecting me when their heart wants to say yes to me. And it'll hurt me if they say that. But it's going to be a lot sadder for them because they're the ones staying where they don't even want to be. If they're worried about doing somebody else wrong, the catch-22 is that they're doing me wrong, or they're doing themselves wrong, first and foremost, by not being honest about what they want. It kind of feels like maybe Aquarius knows this. They know the whole situation. It's like, if you're going to stay where you are in something so miserable, all because you are worried about, this could be the legal proceedings. This could be about a divorce. You don't want to get the divorce because it would be hard to divvy everything up. Well, then, Ace of Pentacles, gosh. Here's what's at stake. You stay out in the Sahara. You stay where it's already unfair because you don't want to be there. Or you go ahead and maybe let go of some things, go through the divorce or the legal proceeding, or, even if it's like a breach of contract and it's like, okay, well, I'd be giving up some kind of chunk of money if I quit to then go work for Aquarius. It almost feels like Aquarius is saying, well, that's what they have to do. They have to pick which route. If they ever want to have a different path in life, it's up to them to choose which is more important. Do they stay where they are out of guilt or fear, or do they have the courage to take this offer and change their life? I do not think that this is Aquarius. I think this is the person Aquarius is dealing with, and they already know that it comes down to courage for this person. Not about love, not about desire, but about courage. Guilt is a really powerful, thing that makes somebody stay stuck. And I think that Aquarius knows that too. It's like, well, it kind of sucks to be in their shoes because they do have a tough decision to make because it requires a ton of courage on their part. Aquarius, actually, hang on. Let me change decks. Nothing's come out of that one again yet anyway. What is the message for Aquarius in this? Oof, we got the Chariot and it came out sideways. Aquarius doesn't have to pause and wait to see what this person is going to do. Aquarius is being encouraged to just know that they have the power to move forward too. Just Aquarius has the choice to move in a different direction, connect to somebody else, hire somebody else, have some other lover. Aquarius, if this is not just this person's choice, it's also Aquarius's choice about how long they wait. Now, this could also be Aquarius, if it were your family, what choice would you make? It keeps feeling like they would have to leave everything behind. If this is love, I almost think that it could be they would have to divorce move away. They might be moving far, far away to be with Aquarius. Maybe they'd have to move, to a whole different town or a whole different area. And that would mean I'd be leaving, my family members high and dry. Because this says family could be important in all this. And if the message to Aquarius is it's really hard to like think about moving away from, your entire family. There is also, though, the energy of like money and work as well. It's just interesting that the message here for Aquarius, on one hand, is like to consider it from both sides, which I think Aquarius already has been doing. Put themselves in that person's shoes, but also to remind Aquarius that at the end of the day, Aquarius already has like an Eight of Pentacles, and what they're already working on, what they're already building in their own life. Aquarius is in great shape. If this person doesn't have the courage to make the changes necessary to be in Aquarius's world, it's going to be just fine. Aquarius already has so much going for them. They have so much, already arranged and already like in their back pocket and already on their side. The Four of Cups says, there can be an illusion that we've missed out on something. It's a strong encouragement that says, Aquarius, don't get sad if this person can't find the courage to say yes to Aquarius's amazing offer. That part would be an illusion that Aquarius has missed out on something. If this person doesn't have the courage to join Aquarius, and we don't know yet if they do or if they don't, but if they don't have the courage to do that, or if it's about like the guilt of if I leave to be with Aquarius, I would be essentially like abandoning other family members and stuff because I'd have to move so far away to be with Aquarius. Like distance could be a really big factor in this, and family obligations. Heck, you have an ailing parental figure, and guess what? You want to be there for them. You don't feel like you can just flit off and go anywhere you want necessarily. I'm just giving an example. I'm not saying that that's what this person's holdup is exactly, but let's say family factors in, because the flip side of this is like, would Aquarius be willing to move and leave where they're at in order to go be with this person? Maybe this is a situation where there's a lot of complications to this. Let's go back over to them. Universe, what is the message to this person who seems like they've got a lot of guilt? They want to end things. They want to have a new beginning, but we see them still thinking that it's not right. Okay, the universe says they haven't thought of everything. We have the Prince of Swords in the reverse. There's more to consider. Definitely, I would say that we are talking about distance now because we see a map here. I'm thinking that the universe is saying, okay, maybe you can't do this right now, swiftly, suddenly. Maybe you need to figure out a way to find a compromise, to find a way to be able to not lose your Aquarius. Maybe there's another way. Are you thinking about, like, to every problem, there is oftentimes more than one solution. And in this case, the universe is nudging this person, don't let your Aquarius get away. Don't say it's either a yes or a no. See, Two of Swords, the universe keeps saying, you're blocking the fact that there is two doorways here. You're not looking at it right. This character is like leaning so heavily towards saying, I can't, I can't do this. I can't make it work with Aquarius. And the universe is like, excuse me, but that is not true. You haven't seen the solution here because you're devastated and stressed out. This person wants so badly to be able to be in Aquarian's life. I think that there could be a solution here. Maybe it's like, okay, I can get divorced, or I'm not saying this is a third party. We really haven't seen that, but that the legalities of all this came up, and that made me think divorce with the Justice card. By the way, they could be a Libra as well. But let's say it's more along the lines of, if they looked at the solution and said, okay, I cannot be without my Aquarius. I'm not about to let this amazing offer go, but I got to sit down and I got to talk this out with Aquarius. We got to find a way to make this work. Aquarius, how can we do this? Could I live with you part-time? You live with me part-time? Is there a way that we could figure out, a way to meet in the middle? How do we do a long distance relationship? How do we make the best of this? If I still can't move because I got to be there near my family, and you got to be near your family, can we find a relationship where we meet in the middle, on weekends? Is there a way that we each drive part of the way to get to each other? Is there a way? And it's like they just haven't seen that there is a compromise here that could make this work, so that they could. It's not so they can like see how little can they give to Aquarius to still get what they want from Aquarius. We have the Chariot. Both characters have the Chariot. Now, I'm wondering if Aquarius has already thought, since they had the Chariot sideways, if Aquarius already thought, like, I don't really see why we couldn't find a solution. This person, they have to offer the solution, though. For some reason, it's them who has been blocking any idea of like how this could work, because they kept thinking they had to, like, it's got to be all or nothing immediately. And this says no. It has to be like, if they want this, they need to first say that, Aquarius, I want this with you. So we've got to find a way to make this work. Let's get brainstorming. Otherwise, this person is just going to be rejecting something that they want so desperately, because they're thinking it's like it's 110% or it's zero. And it's like most things in life are not exactly as easy as that, right? Most things in life, there's compromise, especially when we're dealing with two different people that want to seemingly really be together. This compromise can be worked out. Universe, let me just ask it this way. Are they going to find the compromise? We have a 5 of Pentacles in the reverse, but we also have the 6 of Cups in the reverse. 6 of Cups can be, nostalgia. It can also be returning soulmates. But this says we're not going to miss out on an option or an opportunity here. We're not going to have to live in the land of what could have been and in the land of sorrows. What does that mean? 7 of Wands. Okay. We might have to bend the bars to shimmy on through, but this is how we overcome obstacles. It's by using our head. It's by using our courage and our power to say, I want this, therefore I'm not giving up on this until we find a solution, however unconventional it may be. So there is a way through this. We have the Fool in the reverse. The thing is, I keep seeing it like, I don't think these two can live together anytime real soon. Neither one is in a position where they can just abandon where they're at and just jump wholeheartedly into the other person's life. These two are going to have to try long distance, or they're going to have to try to make something work that is unconventional. Judgment card sideways. It is going to require both people to have a lot of forgiveness in their hearts, both people to say, I do want to see if we could still make this happen. Because I feel like this is a relationship that already like crumbled, and we're trying to revive it, but saying like, how is this possibly going to work when it already didn't work? This storyline says because they didn't put in the right components to make it work, but they're going to now. Really awesome, because they both actually want this, and it's not going to slip away after all. It's just that this is taking a bit of, thinking outside the box. A lot of Scorpio energy here, and I feel like it's on their side. They have to be able to say, you know what, damn it, I'm not going to let this go. I'm not letting go of my Scorpio. Sorry, I can't. Not letting go of my Aquarius. I want this too much. I got to find a way through this. Okay, good. But man, I mean, this has been like in the 11th hour, right? That they're finally saying, no, I can't let this go. We got to find a way through it. All right, guys, thanks for hanging out. Thanks for giving it a thumbs up. Bye.